Hey, this is John with TPF, Trips, Places, and Fun, where we talk about how to have family adventures both close to home and when traveling. I'm here at beautiful Lake Taneycomo, downtown Branson, Missouri. It's January and it's about 60 degrees out. That's not normal. So we're going to talk today about what to do indoors in Branson when it's cold out, raining, snowing. I'm here with my buddy Jet. I'm gonna flip this camera around. He's gonna kind of dip his finger into the lake here.
Super cold.
It's cold. Now Lake Taneycomo is a cold water lake, so it is cold year round, but especially in the winter. We're down here by Branson Landing. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of Branson, but not a lot to do indoors here. So the water's cold. Can't get out on Lake Taneycomo unless you're in a boat fishing. Can't really get out on Table Rock Lake. No water skiing. What are we going to do indoors? We're going to talk about that right now. All right, everybody, full disclosure. These next two attractions are owned by my wife and myself. We're going to talk about Escape Code and the X Game. Both are located here in the shops at Branson Meadows. First, Escape Code. We are humbled and excited that national publications, including MSNBC, USA Today, some review sites have mentioned Escape Code and ranked us as one of the best in the nation. And I'd encourage you definitely when it's snowing and raining and cold, man, it's going to be an amazing 60 to 90 minutes of your life. I want to read this review. I'm on TripAdvisor right here. Let me read this to you. This is our latest review as of today. Of all the money we spent in Branson, of all the shows and rides and games, this was the entire family's favorite and most memorable and still talked about attraction, even more than the theme park. Now, that really means a lot to us, and we appreciate our guests and here at Escape Code. If you've never done an escape room, you've got to do an escape room. Definitely do one. Even if you're not here in Branson, if you're somewhere else, go play an escape room. My wife and I have now played nearly 300 escape rooms all over the nation, and man, you get hooked. It gets into your blood. You have an amazing, amazing time. So in an escape room, you know, at Escape Code, you're not locked in. It's not scary. There's nothing like that at all. It's great for the whole family. We have had young kiddos all the time, and grandma and grandpa love to come and play, and you're solving a mystery and discovering secret things that are being revealed, and definitely a great time. So Escape Code, in fact, it doesn't matter if it's beautiful outside like today or if it's raining outside. Escape Code's a great option. Hey, let's go right on over here. I'm gonna flip this camera around. I've got my buddy Jet here, and Jet's gonna lead the way. He's got the keys. We're gonna go inside the Axe Game. Now the Axe Game is Branson's first axe throwing experience. And we're gonna run in here, and I'm gonna have Jet throw an axe. All right, so we're indoors. This is a great indoor activity here in Branson, Missouri. We are at the Axe Game. We've got 9 lanes, 3 ranges, and this is super fun for groups and for families and corporate events. Hey, Jet, why don't you lead the way right up here? Jet's got an axe in his hand. And we're going to go here to the back ranges. And we're going to see what Jet has. Let's see here. Let's go in this middle one. All right. Hey, so wait a minute, Jet. Why don't you show, now anyone ages 8 and up can throw an axe, right? Why don't you show people real quick how to hold an axe?
Okay, so you're going to put your right hand on the axe like this, put them up, and then...
If they're right-handed. Of course, if they're left-handed, it'll flip. Yep.
And then your other hand over that hand.
Okay, and then you're gonna try to stay in the red. So Jet's right there in the red. You don't want to go beyond that. Yeah. And you're going to bring it up over your head, and you're gonna throw. All right. Now that's not abnormal. People miss all the time. Even those who have been throwing for years miss. Let's see what we have here. I bet he can do it. There it is. He stuck it. All right, do you think I should try?
Yeah. There we go.
There it is. So at the Axe Game, man, you're going to have a lot of fun. You got to get out here to the Axe Game. Doesn't matter what the weather is, just like escape code, could be beautiful outside, snowing, raining, groups of 4 people or more. The X Game, another great thing to do indoors in Branson. All right, so we are in the parking lot of the Branson IMAX Theater, and this is a great place to go indoors if you want to go see a movie, you want to see an IMAX movie, a regular new release movie. There's also one of my favorite shows here. It's Smoke on the Mountain. Oh man, you got to go see that. It's in a nice little tiny theater. It's absolutely hilarious. Got to see Smoke on the Mountain. But there's gift shops inside and just all sorts of different kinds of things here at the Branson IMAX Theater. Now here we've got McFarland's Restaurant. It's a great place to eat. Good home country cooking. See, over here on the right, we've got the little Opry Theater. And there's Smoke on the Mountain right there. Oh, you can hear the movie. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but I can. This is the IMAX Theater. That might be Aquaman.
Yeah, during the battles.
We got a variety of different shops. Clock shop for all your clock needs. Leather. All right, we're here on Highway 76. This is the Butterfly Palace. We did a video on the Butterfly Palace recently. Check the card right up there, and you can check out everything that's going on indoors. But again, yeah, it's indoors. So you're gonna see butterflies, and there's a mirror maze, and just all sorts of things to do, face painting. Definitely a lot of fun here, right in the middle of the action on Highway 76 in Branson, Missouri, right near the corner of Shepherd of the Hills Expressway. So Butterfly Palace, you gotta go to that. All right, and I'm standing here by the Butterfly Palace. Right across the street is a billboard for another great indoor adventure. It's the SHOWBOAT Branson BELLE. Now, of course, the SHOWBOAT itself is outdoors, and it's a lake cruise. It's an amazing lake cruise, definitely worth it. But you're inside, and you know, if it's raining or cold, you're nice and comfortable indoors. You would still have the opportunity to go on the top deck during the break if you want to do that, but you don't have to. So it's a great indoor option for you here in Branson when it's cold and snowy and rainy. But it's right down the road that way. That's toward Silver Dollar City, and you're actually gonna hang a left before you get to Silver Dollar City and head on over the dam and go on over to where the SHOWBOAT Branson BELLE is docked. It's a beautiful area there, and shopping, and then definitely you're gonna have a great time eating and watching a superior show on the SHOWBOAT Branson BELLE. Again, it's right across that billboard. It's right across the street from where I'm standing here at the Butterfly Palace. And the Butterfly Palace itself is way up there. All right, so if you're in Branson, you got to check out Ripley's, believe it or not. Of course, another indoor attraction. All sorts of oddities and strange and weird things. I'm going to go ahead and flip this camera around here. There we go. There's a transformer, and it's Christmas time, just past Christmas time. They got an eyeball Christmas tree there, but indoors, this is a really fun way to spend an hour or two. Right here on the Strip in Branson, Missouri. Ripley's, believe it or not. It's right next to the Branson Ferris wheel, which that's fun to do when it's not cold or raining or snowing. Right here at the track in Branson, Missouri. We love the track. All right, one of the premier attractions here in Branson, Missouri is, of course, the Titanic. This is great for indoor fun. It's an incredible memorial, and once you go inside, you'll get a card that will designate who you represent, one of the passengers on board the Titanic, and you'll go through just beautiful exhibits. This is a premier attraction, and definitely encourage you to check this out. I'm going to flip this camera. There we go. The Titanic. It's a really, really great place to take your family. You can spend a long time in here, depending on how slow you're going to go through the various exhibits. But you're going to be able to kind of experience what it was like to be out on the bridge, and you're going to feel the cold temperatures, and you're going to touch an iceberg, and a lot of the things that were on the Titanic itself. You'll see those here. Definitely. You want to check out the Titanic, especially when it's cold or raining outside. All right, I'm going to highlight actually 3 attractions that are not even here yet, but are going to be indoor attractions. And so right here, I'm in the Starlight Theater parking lot. So this is what is now the old Starlight Theater. And the rumor is that the National Enquirer Museum is going in right here. And so that's just a rumor. I don't know if you can see inside with the glare. With all sorts of construction going on in there. Yeah, the glare is really bad. Sorry about that. But inside the building, lots of construction. So that is going to be the National Enquirer Museum, we think. And then right across the street, we've got the Hollywood Wax Museum. Indoors. And it's a load of fun. So you can go on in there. You can see all sorts of different wax figures of famous people, and just have really an amazing time in there. We've got King Kong climbing up the Empire State Building and swatting down airplanes. It's kind of what he does. So right here we got these 2 different attractions. One is not here yet. The other one, Hollywood Wax Museum, definitely is. Check it out. All right, I am standing where the Bald Knobbers Theater used to be, and this is going to be Wonderworks. And it is clearly not built yet. Got a lot of dirt, but those of you that have been in different parts of the world, like Orlando, Syracuse, let's see, I think Myrtle Beach, you're gonna find Wonderworks. Not sure if they have one in Pigeon Forge or not, but that's coming here, and it's supposed to be coming in 2019. That's what the sign says right up there. So check out Wonderworks. Again, it's gonna be an indoor attraction here in Branson. So things continually developing here. I love living in Branson. Hey, you ought to consider living in a tourist destination. In fact, I'm gonna put a card right above us. We did a video on that. Why you should consider living in a tourist destination. We're always having loads of fun. All right, so Wonderworks, that's gonna be on our list when it gets built. So this is one of my favorite theaters here in Branson, but it hasn't been open for years. This is the Grand Palace. We've seen so many amazing shows here, like the Rockettes and big productions. Well, the rumor is this is one of the other attractions that's not here yet. This one is not 100% confirmed, but we're believing that it's gonna happen. This is going to be the aquarium at the boardwalk. So again, gonna flip the camera, and right over here, this is right in front of me now, this is the Grand Village Shops. And the rumor is they're gonna be building a big shopping district addition beyond that. But then right here we have the beautiful Grand Palace, been vacant for so long. And then we see the sign there way off in the distance on the billboard, or on the sign rather, in front of the property. It says proposed future home of aquarium at the boardwalk. And I've seen some renditions of what this is gonna look like. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's a gigantic octopus out in front, and its tentacles are going under the ground and popping up out of the ground. And so it's gonna be, if it happens, it's gonna be amazing. So again, another great indoor opportunity coming to Branson. The rumor on this one, I believe, is 2020, I think. But you can look that up, and there's not a ton of information on it, but there's a little bit. All right, so again, another great indoor attraction, hopefully, coming to Branson. All right, so now we are at Splash Country. They're doing all sorts of construction because there is an outdoor segment of their water park, but the main water park is indoors. And so Splash Country is a really awesome place to go and take the kids, take the family. Water slides inside, lazy river, hot tubs, basketball in the swimming pool, all sorts of stuff like that. So I'd encourage you to go to Splash Country indoors. And it's a part of the Grand Country Complex, which includes a buffet and shows and gift shops and There's the Fun Spot Arcade and all sorts of different things like that. And so that is the Grand Country Complex, and this is Splash Country indoors. Another must-do indoor attraction in Branson, Missouri is, of course, Dolly Parton's Stampede. And this is where you're going to watch an amazing show and eat an amazing meal with all sorts of fun things for the kids, for the whole family. And, you know, in addition to Dolly Parton Stampede, there are so many shows, of course, indoors in Branson, including Sight and Sound Theaters. I mean, that's epic, beyond Broadway level, better than Broadway. You've got to go to Sight and Sound Theaters, Presley's, and we've got our friends over at Buckets and Boards. There's so many different, just wonderful, wonderful shows. And then right next to Dolly Parton Stampede, we have Fritz's Adventure. This is something for anybody with energy, and this is where you're going to find rock walls and tunnels to climb through and ropes courses and things like that, all indoors, except for the aerodium right there, which that's outdoor skydiving. So that's not open when it's cold, wet, snowy, but that doesn't matter. You cruise right on into Fritz's Adventure. Lots of fun. So there you have it. Those are some of our favorite indoor attractions here in Branson, Missouri. Definitely check some of those out when it's raining or cold outside. Branson's a lot of fun. Doesn't matter what the weather is. Doesn't really matter what the time of year is. Right now it's off season, and yeah, there's some things that are closed for sure, but there's a lot that's still open. You can come to Branson and have a great time. In fact, a lot of people choose to come to Branson here in January and February when it's much, much slower. And there's a lot of things that you can do out of the weather and be nice and comfortable indoors. So definitely, we would love for you to subscribe. And if you like this, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell. You'll be notified when the next one comes out. All right, thanks everybody.
There we go.
Here it is.